Heba, welcome International Day of the Girl, and thank you to joining the WOW Foundation for these chats. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and the work that you've been doing?
Yeah, so I'm Heba, I'm 16 years old and I live in Manchester and I'm a human rights activist. I organised a Black Lives Matter protest in Manchester that amassed 15,000 people. That was in June of this year.
And was that a moment that surprised you, the scale of the response and kind of your dedication to making it happen? Was it a shock to look back on all of that and think, I did that?
Yeah, definitely, because a few days before I created the Manchester March page, I went out protesting, just me and my cardboard that said Black Lives Matter, and I walked around the streets of Manchester, just me by myself. So when I organised the march, I thought, oh, maybe just my friends would come. Even my friends themselves thought, oh, it would just be a group of 10, 20 of us. But yeah, 15,000 came, which was a real shock.
What's it compelled you to do next?
I think meeting new people as well and hearing new experiences, it made me want to help more in communities in Manchester. So kind of more funding in communities that don't have a lot of, I guess, like youth centres and stuff. I think that's what it's compelled me to do more of. Of course, I'm still working on that, raising awareness on Manchester March for different kinds of things, because of course I'm an anti-racist activist, but also there's different issues going on around the world, and I would like to raise awareness for all of those. For instance, Muslims in China, in kind of concentration camps, the Yemen famine, millions of people in Yemen starving, and we don't hear much about that, especially on the media.
When you realised that you were an activist, you call yourself an activist now, were there particular activists either now or in history that inspired you, that made you feel, yes, I'm part of that tribe, as it were?
Oh, there's so many activists. I think definitely in high school it was like Rosa Parks, because we had a house called Parks. And one simple movement, one simple no started a revolution, I guess. So I think that inspired me. It could just take one simple action to change the world.
And when people come up to you and say, well, how did you do it? And I want to get involved and I want to do my stuff. And what advice do you give other girls about how to get going?
It's a hard one because it all went by so fast. I had a week to organise the protest. So it is kind of hard to give advice, but I think first start with a passion. Like in your heart, you need to feel like anger, I guess, because that's what starts the movement. And then go into social media, I guess, asking your friends if they could help you. Just kind of getting a day, a time, and a place, looking up the law as well, because you don't want to, I guess, break any law as well. I mean, you could if you really needed to, but I wouldn't advise that. But yeah, doing your research and getting people on board, friends especially.
And do you imagine the world differently for girls in the future? What do you want to happen for girls?
I hope so. I hope we just get equality for all and equity, as the others were saying. I think those are the real greatest hopes that I have for girls. I hope we don't have to be scared walking around the streets at night. I know it's dark now and I wish I could go for a run, but as a girl, as a young girl, I can't do that. So I think safer streets for girls as well.
Yeah, let's try and make that happen too. So thank you, Heba, very, very much for joining us, and happy International Day of the Girl, and good luck with all the things you're going to make happen in the world, and make sure that you also take a few breaks and get a few holidays on this massive journey you're going to have going ahead and being a campaigner. Bye.
Thank you.